City driver Dustin McFall, number 57 in the second row, along with Roger McLaughlin.
Hello, race fans. This is Bob Burback, Checkered Flag Motorsports Television, once again bringing you every lap of every race all night long here at Mel and Marlin Hall's Twin Cities Speedway. The Minis are up for their first of 2 heat races, and here we go up the front straightaway into turn number 1. Larry Nelson, who has not been with us or wasn't with us last weekend. Don't know what could have possibly kept Larry from showing up to the races, but Larry Nelson jumps out to a quick lead here in heat race number 1. Mini stock heat race number 1, 3 abreast up the back straightaway. Last time, towards the back of the pack, we got 3 of the biggest hot shoes we got here. Donnie Fortney, the 10 car of Rick McCann, and Joe Zampano in car number 95. Here we come off at turn number 4 one more time, and Nelson in number 23 extends his lead. We didn't have an opportunity to talk to Larry in the pits tonight. Now the 14 car, Kevin Morris, comes up the inside of the, sideways, a little bit sideways now, coming out of turn number 4 up the front chute. Here we go. I don't know what Larry did over that week that he was gone. He must have put a rocket in this thing. He has checked out. Larry Nelson coming off of turn number 4 right now. Must have a good, perhaps close to a quarter of a lap on the balance of the field. Again, as I say, didn't have an opportunity to talk to Larry in the pits tonight, but last week I suspected that's the first time I can remember not having Larry Nelson in the pits here at Twin Cities Speedway. Side-by-side racing for third. McLaughlin in number 6 gets the position. Car number 57 is Dustin McFall. He's in his first full season of racing. McCann almost gives him a tap at the tail. Here we're at the conclusion of that was lap number 5 here of 8. Heat race number 1. Mark Stathis in car number 97. First time Mark, that was actually lap number 6 that was finished. Larry Nelson up the back straightaway for the last time here in heat race number 1. Looks like he's got this thing handled. Larry off of 4. Takes the checkered flag. We could have lunch before the second guy comes across. That's Kevin Morris. So Larry Nelson in car. We're banging. Look at this. Coming off of turn number 4. Zampano and Fortney finished the race the way they begin, beating on each other. Great ride for Larry Nelson. Perhaps a portent of things to come tonight? What do you think? This is Bob. We'll be back. Time for some fender banging and bumper bashing. Mini stock heat race number 2 coming off of turn number 4. The green flag flies, 10 of them. Here we go into turn number 1. 2/3 of the way up the track. And problems now as the 77 car and the 23 car. Look at this 3-wide racing through turn number 3 and 4. Les Swift maintains second place. Now, Ron Goodspeed in car number 00 makes it 3 wide. George Morrill in car number 91 doing a great job coming through the pack and now pressing the 11 car of Ken Reiche for second. And now Morrill up around the top. Take a look at this. The 77 car into turn number 3 with the lead. Reiche will get the lead coming off of turn number 4. We think. And Reiche takes the 77 car high into the banking. I'm sorry, race fans, I do not have a clue who's in 77. Morrill in the 91 car now presses Reiche. Check this out. Haven't seen George around for a number of races here at Twin Cities Speedway. Pounding off the wall is the 77 car. And he's sideways, and he takes, is that Moniz? Yeah, that's Brian Moniz in car number 51. with him. Now George Morrill up around the top, 2/3 of the way around the track. Seems to be the fast way around here. 4 mini stocks, and he leads the parade going into turn number 1. Les Swift maintains 4th position. The 00 car, Ron Goodspeed, is currently in 3rd. Ron, your point leader coming into tonight's race. Yellow flag flies now for the first time this evening over Mellon Marlin Hall's Twin Cities Speedway. This is Bob. We'll be back. All right, we're back, and the green light goes on up the back straightaway. Morrill and right. Oh, no, Reichie's sideways, and he nails Goodspeed, and Reichie spins to the wall. Swift in number 23S takes advantage of that and moves into 3rd place. Reichie gets it going, but he'll have to tag way onto the back of this pack. White flag flies now for George Morrill in car number 91. Look at this into turn number 3. It looks like George is really going to smoke him here tonight. Coming off of 4. Yes, sir. Checkered flag flies for George Morrill. Great to see him back. I had the opportunity to drive that car in a media race a couple of years ago. They decided to remove one of the spark plug wires, however, based on my incredible experience with racing. George Morrill wins heat race number 2, car number 91. We'll be back.
George Morrill, a heat race winner just a second ago, number 91 out of Yuba City, 1974 Ford Mustang for George. Crew chief on 91 is Jordan Meyer. George sponsored by Chuck's Quality Tires in Yuba City. Also Quality Cars and
in a minute.
Highway. Number 16. 4th row inside. Fast runner Steve Alberti. Car number 33 for stop. And from Berry Creek, Mike Keeper. Car number 13.
All right, race fans. Northern California Dwarf Car Association, the NorCal Dwarf Cars, are in town. And what happens when they're in town? Dynamite! Dynamite comes in small packages. The Dwarf Cars are here tonight on the pole, and car number 65 is Bert Endicott. Same car, different number on the outside. In car number 20 is Ryan Hogan. Here we go, up the front straightaway. Green flag flies. The 57 car of Dave Godman starts, and now the 14 car, check it out, up the back straightaway and into 2nd place. The gunfighter, Frank Monroe, moves into 2nd, so it's Hogan, Monroe, Endicott, then the 16 car, and that's Brian Quilty. Up the front straightaway, here we go, into turn number 1. Steve Alberti in car number 33 maintains 5th position. Pretty much status quo as they come off turn number 4. Ryan Hogan doing a great job. How about the colors on that number 20 car this year? Oh, a little bit sideways through 3 right now is Endicott. Oh, and Hogan makes a mistake coming through 4, and Monroe just there immediately trounces on it and gets the lead going up the front straightaway. So Monroe in car number 14 through 3 and through 4. Boy, there's a familiar position for that car in the lead. Didn't quite see what happened to Ryan there coming out of turn number 4. Quilty now begins to press the 65 car of Endicott, who in turn is pressing Hogan up the front straightaway. It's getting good. Now Quilty and the 33 car of Alberti are in the mix. White flag flies now into turn number 1 and up the back, turn 2 up the back straightaway. It's Monroe. Look at this for 3rd as Quilty. Now Endicott has to go up high. There's a lap car coming off of turn number 4. Let's see how this one shakes out. Oh, it's a photo for 3rd. Somebody else is going to have to call that one. Frank Monroe, NorCal Dwarf Car Association champion, waving to the crowd, takes another one. Hogan in number 20 brings home second place. Bob's having trouble talking here tonight. Dave Godman, camera friendly. Look at that, they're taking pictures of it.
New driver in car number 28. T. Aguirre is in 34.
All right, heat race number 2, and we're going to get a quick green flag here. Almost caught us by surprise, but here we go. Up the back straightaway, and leading this thing is Bob, the ex-mayor Morgan, into turn number 3. Bob taking a real wild ride up the front chute here at Twin Cities Speedway in his last appearance. Your feature event winner here that last time, car number 24, Damian Gardner, begins to come through the field. Rod Dahlgren in car number 25 currently maintains 6th position, trying to make his way towards the front. Current point leader, let's call him the point leader, 44, Randy Schertz, doing a great job pressing Morgan hard coming out of turn number 4, Randy Schertz. Up the back straightaway now. Oh, and it's Ercolini in number 23 begins to press Schertz in 44. So Dom Ercolini in number 23, new paint on that car this year, looking real good. Oh, great run for Schertz up the back straightaway. Diamonds off of turn number 2, gets a good run on Morgan and takes the lead. Meanwhile, the Demon Damian Gardner in car number 24 moves into 3rd place. We're yellow, and oh, we got a couple of them off in the backstretch. Solito in 12, it looks like. We can't tell. All right, we're back, and the 22 car of Bob Morgan, we revert to the previous completed lap, and Morgan, yellow flag, saved his bacon. Here we go up the front straightaway. Morgan's leading this thing. Dahlgren and Kennedy in a big bad battle here for 5th. Now Gardner, whose move was also negated with the advent of that yellow, moves back into 3rd past Ercolini. So it's still Morgan, Schertz, Gardner, and Ercolini. And now Gardner up under, oh, we got one stopped here on the front straightaway. Oh, it's Solito again in number 12, but oh, it looks like we've done some damage to that car. We're checking with our first turn camera and our in. All right, we're back, and I'm afraid, race fans, we don't have a second look at what caused the number 12 car's demise there, but he hammered the wall big time. We don't miss many, but I guess we missed that one. Up the back straightaway, it's Morgan, Schertz, and now Gardner presses Schertz once again. Gardner, your feature event winner here. Last time the NorCal Dwarf Car Association was in town. 6 in the books, 2 to go. Can Schertz come off of turn 2 again? Schertz and Morgan side by side into turn number 3. Looks like the point leader makes it work this time. Oh, and Morgan looks like he's off the pace at the white flag. So something has definitely happened to Bob Morgan's car in car number 22. Gardner's through into 2nd. So Schertz, Gardner, Ercolini, Morgan salvages 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th is Dahlgren as the checkered flag waves. So we've got 2 dwarf car heats in the books. We've got the stock heat yet to go. That's Randy Schertz. I'm Bob Burback.
33 Alberti in 4th, 16th on the front row. Then we got A.J. Solito in yellow number 10 on the 2nd row. Jim Kaufman in 37th. Michael Sheets in car number 52.
All right, here we go. This is going to be the stock heat race, or rookie heat race, if you will. Now that the car count is up a little bit with the NorCal Dwarf Car Association as the season progresses. We're going to have two classes of dwarf car racing. It's going to be the stock and the modified division, or rookie or expert, I guess you could call it. But take a look at these two guys battling for the lead. Lap number 1 is in the books. The 3-car, your feature event winner in the rookie division last year, is leading this one. So Sean Mize leads coming off of turn number 4, being pressed hard by Bobby Wilson. Wilson also on his lid last time the NorCal Dwarf cars were in town, big time, over in turn number 3. So Sean Mize in car number 3. The 87 car of Bobby Wilson. New colors, pretty car. We're used to an orange 74. It's a blue 87 now. That's okay with me. Through 3 and through 4 now, Wilson presses Mize and gets the position into the lead. Bobby Wilson, nice run. So, and we're yellow. And all right, we've got one stopped over in turn number 4, and that's AJ Salido, car number 10. Up the back straightaway, and at the cone they're going to get the green flag, and Bobby Wilson, just I guess everybody was sleeping. Certainly the first 2 cars get away from the pack big time. Salido in number 10 starts to make his way from the back to the front after his misfortune over there on turn number 4. Bobby Wilson in car number 87. This car is hooked up and flying, no question about it. Cool. Oh, Wilson way up high coming out of turn number 4. Hang on, Bobby. Mize in second. Bobby Wilson certainly one of the most improved of the young crop. Perhaps he, along with Hogan, have made the largest. Oh, now it's white flag flies, 7 in the books with 1 to go. Perhaps Ryan Hogan would be another that comes to mind, really flying after only a couple of seasons in the seat. Wilson up the front chute for the last time, a little high again. Checkered flag flies. All right, so the rookie division heat race, or the stock division heat race, is in the books, and Bobby Wilson takes the measure of this field of 8. Good look at Sean Mize in car number 3, and here's a better look at your winner, Bobby Wilson. From flipping to winning. All right, here we go. Modified heat race action here at Twin Cities Speedway. Nice field tonight. Green flag flies. Heat race number 1 is underway, and up the back straightaway. Wild Bill Cordery leads this one. Into turn number 3 now, being pressed hard by the 8 car of Kurt Knight. Knight makes a nice move up underneath the 27 car of Cordery. Up the front straightaway, status quo, maybe with the exception of Ted Coppin, who's making some progress towards the front. And car number 911, who's that? Matt, that's Matt McKelly. Now Knight makes a nice move coming off of turn number 4 and comes up the front straightaway and into the lead. Now up the back straightaway. What do we got that wrong? That's not Knight. It's not. It's Wilson. It's Dennis Wilson leading this thing. Up the front chute. Okay, sorry. Orange cars with blue numerals. Boy, I don't know. Are glasses the next thing I need? I guess so. Up the back straightaway and into turn number 3. Now coming off of turn number 4. Up the front chute. Car number 23, and that's Dennis Wilson. Now Cordery reels sideways, and that's going to cost the 13 car a real problem going up over the banking in turn number 2. And we've got the 911 car stopped here on the front chute. So Matt McKelly currently tied in points, stopped on the front chute. We'll be back. All right, we've gone yellow checkered, and it is the 23 car of Dennis Wilson takes his first heat race.
Darren Smith from Rockland in 27. Randy McDaniel on the third row, car number 10.
California modified heat race action, heat race number 2. Gosh, I wish they wouldn't end them under a yellow. One of the most thrilling things in motorsports is that one lap dash to the checkered flag. Wish they'd do it more often. 3 wide into turn number 3. McDaniel down around the bottom makes a good run into third place up the front straightaway. This time the 08 car of Kurt Knight is leading this. Of that, I'm sure. Now the 10 car of McDaniel continues to progress towards the front. Golden barrel arm, car number 10. Up the front straightaway. Now McDaniel gets a nice run off of turn number 2. Oh, that car is working. Look at this. Knight backs it in hard into turn number 3, but no deal. The Golden Barrel Arm Special goes into the lead. Philip Houston trading paint with the 27 car up the front straightaway. Back straightaway. Boy, heat race number 2 may well be in the bag for the high-flying Randy McDaniel. Oh, look at that car bounce through turn number 3. That car is handling. Oh, what a sight. Throws it in real sideways. You know, I'll tell you, I like these modifieds on a track like Twin Cities Speedway. I know there's been some criticism about this track. Maybe should be a little drier and what have you, but boy, check out McDaniel tail wagging coming through turn number 3 and 4. That is a thrilling sight, no question about it. Now for the last time, here comes McDaniel coming off of turn number 2. Now watch him wag that tail right in there. Just pitches it in sideways. Big time. I like it. I'm Bob. That's Randy. He wins. No problem. By pretty close to a half a lap over Kurt Knight. We know that's Kurt Knight. All right, McDaniel smokes him in heat race 2. This is Bob. All right, race fans, it's time for the bolting on the wings for cinching up the belts. It's thunder and lightning has come to town here at Twin Cities Speedway. We're going to roll off a couple of heats for the sprinters. Unbelievable race action. Your fast time qualifier really got close to the track record here tonight. Rich Tyner in car number 20. We invert 6. Here we go. Up the back straightaway, side by side for the lead. Halibin 72. You might recall Jeff Halibin, a terrific ride last week. Stephen Allard in car number 1. That would be your 6th fastest qualifier. Up the front straightaway, now into 3rd place. Oh, takes a look real high coming off of turn number 1 through 2. Now into turn number 3 and begins to press Mark Tabor real hard. At the same time, Tyner trying to take advantage on the inside. This is some good stuff. Here we go up the back straightaway. Oh, Allard just barely does nick the gore point with that right rear tire. So far tonight, he's not the only one. Here's Halib up the front chute, leading this one by a wide margin. Your current point leader, Corey Lovell, last week's feature event winner in car number 71. That would be 2 weeks ago. Corey Lovell winning the initial point race here at Twin Cities Speedway. Really backed it in hard into turn number 3 and hammered the front stretch wall here. Actually, the 4th turn wall. White flag now flies for Halib, who's just checked out. And the 71 car, we'll show you some tape of that later on in the evening, but 71 car hit it hard. 72, Halib wins this thing. Tabor holds on for a gallant second. The 20 car of Tyner finishes in 3rd, trailed by Chico's champion, Stephen Allard. There's a look at Jeff Halib. wins heat race number 1. 36 car of Tabor follows.
Wire to wire. Green flag all the way in our first sprint car heat race. One car, Corey Level, not reporting to the track yet. Haven't heard from the
Thunder and Lightning Part 2 at Twin Cities Speedway. Mill and Marlin Hall's fabulous speed plant. Your second fast qualifier here tonight in a great run is Mac Tyner, car number 10B. We're going to have to take a look at Mac during the course of this evening's races. Here we go, coming up at turn number 4. Last week's feature event winner, Jimmy Cavanero, fires red number 44 into the lead. Tim Sherman in car number 87 is in second place coming up the front straightaway, and frankly, Sherman has showed us something here tonight. This guy has been quick. Now Mark Hall begins to press the 81 car of Kevin Lovell. Kevin currently in third position. Sherman in 87 up the back straightaway. Now Hall presses Lovell. Oh, Lovell has to check up to keep from hitting the 54 car. Stands on the gas, maintains the position. Great move. Kevin Lovell. Now Hall through the holes in turn number 2. This time Tyner's going to be able to take over fourth. So out of here is Cavanero. The 87 car of Sherman is in second. Sherman doing a great job in second place. Tim Sherman, one of our favorite people here at Twin Cities Speedway. Boy, does Cavanero have this place figured out. Look at that lead. Sherman runs in second, a very competitive second, and we're yellow, and the 41 car of Johnny Coffin sideways in 2.
Good race going back in the pack as Cavanero running away.
All right, we've got 2 to go. Green flag flies. Cavanero may... Oh, and Sherman hits a hole in turn number 3. Pounds the gas and stays in second place. Boy, this is a gallant drive by Tim Sherman here tonight. He's got some hot shots right on his tail, and he's taken the measure of them thus far. Cavanero in 44 comes through 3 and through 4. Looks like a slot car that car is handling so good. White flag flies. Sherman in second. Holding off some real hot shoes here. The Lovell 81. And former track champion Mark Hall up the front straightaway. Cavanero wins it. Sherman is in second. And then the 81 car of Kevin Lovell. So that's your heat race action in sprint cars tonight. Cavanero in 44. Jimmy Sherman, let's give him a call. Camera friendly, car number 87. And the balance of the field, male screaming V6 is by.
Number 37, second row, and Michael Sheets, newcomer, rookie ribbons on the car, number 2.
All right, race fans, the first of the dwarf car main events has presented itself on the track right now. The dwarf cars are going to run 2 mains. This is going to be the stock main. You may recall we saw their heat race just a short time ago. They're going to go 12 laps, but not like that. All right, let's see if we can behave ourselves here. On the pole is Bob Wilson in car number 15, and on the outside in car number 10 is A.J. Solito. And here we go up the front straightaway. We're going to get a green this time. Oh, and Solito goes up the track and gets his right front into the 15 car of Wilson. Wilson's car does not seem to have sustained. Oh, heads up, boys, we're yellow. And we'll be back. All right, another quick green. Almost caught us by surprise. Now we're going up the back straightaway, and here we go. The 52 car of Mike Sheets is going to lead this thing, but we've got him stopped over in turn number 2, and I think that they're pretty well hung up, so we're going to get a yellow here in just a second. fans. Third time's the charm, I don't know. Here we go, up the front straightaway. Now up around the top. Take a look at Bobby Wilson in car number 87. Gets a good run going up the front straightaway. And now he's side by side with Mize and moves into the lead at the conclusion of lap number 1. So here, Bobby Wilson, the 3 car of Mize, Sheets in 52, follows. Oh, the 10 car a little bit sideways into turn number 1 and turn number 2, AJ Salido. Status quo up front, we've got the 87 car of Bobby Wilson leading this thing. Oh, and he gets up a little bit high. Now Mize comes off at turn number 4. It's getting good up front once again. So these guys renew their heat race battle. Up the back straightaway and into turn number 3 and 4. Up the front straightaway one more time. Oh, and they wang it into turn number 1 big time. Through 1 and through 2 and up the back chute. Here we go. Wilson and Mize. Oh, now Mize makes a move. Coming into turn number 1. Wilson holds him off. Coming out of 2. Mize a little bit sideways. Got a little technical problem there. Sorry, race fans. But the 87 car of Wilson begins to show some smoke. And he continues to lead coming up the front straightaway. Mize in number 3. Wilson comes up on lap traffic. AJ Salido in car number 10 up the front straightaway. Oh, he tries the bottom. Salido diamonds down. Oh, and he's a little bit sideways. Gets into the 87 car of Wilson. That gives Mize new life up the back straightaway. Great shots from our infield camera. That's Mike Hare. Now coming out of turn number 4. Mize makes the move. So Sean Mize in car number 3, through 3 and through 4. This time up the front straightaway. Wilson makes a big run coming off the top. This is the white flag lap. Here we go. 11 in the books, 1 to go. I'm too excited. Into turn number 3 goes Mize. Here comes Wilson in 87. Now Mize. Oh, and Wilson's going to make a run coming up the front chute. Here we go. The checkered flag flies. Oh, and Mize hits the wall. Mize hits the wall here on the front. Oh, did he shatter that tire before? I don't know. They're calling Wilson the winner. We'll take a second look at this from our first turn camera. And we will see what Donnie sees. Don Kithcart. There's a good look at your winner, Bobby Wilson, car number 87. Let's take a second look at how this one ended now. Up the front straightaway. Oh, yeah, now Mize is losing his tire well before he gets the checkered. Oh, what a thriller. All right, race fans, here we go. The third main event of 1997 here at Twin Cities Speedway. We've got twin 23s in the front row, and car number 23, Larry Nelson, takes the measure of the 23S car of Les Swift, moving through turn number 1 and 2, and then the 6 car, Roger McLaughlin, makes a nice move to move into second place. Mid-pack action here, the 91 car of George Morrill, who really showed us something in tonight's second heat race, begins to come towards the front here in the red. Yellow numeraled car number 91. Nelson up around the top into turn number, whoa, we're yellow for the first time.
This is the tape you have to have. Raw Productions presents Open Wheel Racing's greatest hits of the Wild Wild West. Over 250 high-flying flips. Feel the thunder as sprint cars, midgets, and others careen into your living room. This is the best highlight tape ever made. 2 hours of outrageous motorized mayhem. Order now for prompt delivery. Call 1-800-660-FLIP. Use your Visa or MasterCard or send $19.95 plus $5 shipping and handling to the address you see on the screen.
Welcome to Yuba City, Scrap and Steel, home of Lovell Brothers Racing. We're the area's #1 metal recycler. Nobody beats our prices on pipe and steel products. We are one of the area's largest tire and wheel dealers, featuring quality Bridgestone tires and, for the racer, McCreary tires. We are the Gambler chassis distributor and also carry Taylor wings. Watch for the Lovell Brothers Silver Bullet. Family owned since 1944. There's more stuff for more people at Yuba City Scrap and Steel. All right, race fans, we're green up the back straightaway. Do not forget, patronize our sponsors. Checkered Flag Motorsports Television depends on them so we can bring you this great coverage of this great racing action here at Twin Cities Speedway and all over, to tell you the truth. Larry Nelson takes the measure of McLaughlin at the green. Larry doing a great job tonight. He's led every, is that right? Yeah, he's led every lap he's raced tonight. So Larry Nelson in car number 23. No, he's being pressed by McLaughlin this time. Nelson in mid-track should have the run coming off of turn number 4, and he does. Oh, we're yellow again. The first one was debris. The second one was our mystery yellow for this evening. So we hope we don't have too many of those. Good luck as Larry Nelson tries to hold off the charging Roger McLaughlin in car number 6. So Nelson in number 23. Once again, got to say it, he's led every lap he's raced tonight. I wonder what kept Larry away from Twin Cities Speedway last weekend. The balance of the field begins to try to get through the field to get up front. Good race action here for, this is 4th. Oh, bouncing way up. I would, if it was in a mini stock, I'd think he was wheeling through turn number 3 and 4. Les Swift in car number 23. Oh, a little sideways coming off of turn number 2. Almost 3-wide action here. The 4 car sideways. Oh, and here's Swift heading right for our camera position. Oh. So Les Swift, oh, and he's pulling out right in front of the leaders. Coming up the front straightaway. Here we go. Oh, and there's no yellow. Terrific race action here. Swift spins out of about 5th place, gets it gathered up, comes out right in front of the leaders, and this time we do come to a yellow flag. And we'll be back in a minute. Lots of debris all over the place tonight. These guys are banging wheels and rubbing fenders and up the front straightaway for yet another green flag. Larry Nelson in car number 23. However, Larry does have some pretty heavy competition coming in from behind. McLaughlin is unusually quick here tonight. Roger McLaughlin, got to give him a call. Now side by side with Nelson, but George Morrill in car number 91 and the 00 car, your feature event winner of 2 weeks ago, and that's the 00 car. Up the back straightaway now. They're side by side once again. Goodspeed and Morrill have found each other more often than not these last 2 weeks, and they're banging fenders yet again up the front straightaway as Goodspeed and Morrill try to take advantage and head towards the front of this mini stock feature here at Twin Cities Speedway. The one constant here tonight, though, is that Larry Nelson has been the dominant force. No question about it. Up the front straightaway, Larry into turn number 1. So Nelson continues to hold off McLaughlin. The 91 car of Morrill continues to hold off Goodspeed in 00, doing a great job. And now Rick McCann in car number 10 begins to press the 4 car of Jim Castleberry for 5th. And we've got Frank, is that Moniz? That's Moniz. Brian Moniz in car number 51, slow up the back straightaway. Nelson now comes up onto pretty fast lap traffic in the form of Les Swift in car number 21. Obviously had those problems. Now Morrill and the 00 car of Goodspeed are together again up the front straightaway, back straightaway, through 3 and through 4 and up the front chute. This time the 00 car of Goodspeed may have the advantage, but Morrill is a never say die kind of guy up the back straightaway. Look at this, they're still side by side. Checkered Flag Motorsports Television will always show you the best race on the track, and right now it's for 3rd. Nelson gets some distance between himself and McLaughlin, and this time Swift is sideways coming off of turn number 2. And is it Morrill that we see slowing down on the back straightaway? It is. It's George Morrill who is slow through 3 and through 4, so mechanical woes finally sideline hard charging George in car number 91 up around turn 3 and through 4. Talk about hard charging, let's talk about Larry Nelson. Nelson through 3 and through 4, again up the front straightaway. This, I believe, should be the 19th lap. I didn't see a white flag, but Nelson up the back straightaway now. We believe this, well, we've been wrong so many times before, it isn't funny, but Nelson coming up the front straightaway to a yellow flag, and it has the checkered flag flies. All right, so it's a yellow checkered. That was the completion of lap number 20. So Larry Nelson in a dominating performance tonight. George Morrill, bad luck off of turn number 4, but Nelson in number 23 takes a week off and comes back punching. This guy was flying around Twin Cities Speedway tonight, one of our favorite drivers, Larry Nelson in car number 23, and it just couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Wins his first ever feature event at Twin Cities Speedway. Roger McLaughlin right up next to him, giving him congratulations. This is some good stuff. Good speed. Oh yeah, good deal. Ever the sportsman, Ron Goodspeed in car number 00, and frankly, Ron should be in a pretty good mood. He continues to lead the points here at Twin Cities Speedway. Oh, that was a thriller, and right there you see the major disappointment of this race, and that's George Morrill, who was a contender all the way until that last lap when something came apart in that red, yellow numeral car number 91. Let's talk about Larry Nelson. Larry Nelson, 3rd in points last year. Car number 23 began the season on his roof. Came back to have an excellent season here at Twin Cities. And the one thing that has eluded Larry, look at this, we're going to have we'll call it a Larry Nelson victory lap here instead of a Polish victory lap, as it's come to have been known. So the Nelson victory lap here as he goes hard into turn number 4. Heads between turn number 4 into turn number 3 and up the back chute, headed for turn number 2. Oh, a great moment for Larry, and we just couldn't be more pleased. Congratulations from all of us at Checkered Flag Motorsports Television Raw Production. Larry Nelson, car number 23. Modifieds, mighty modifieds. We're going to run 20 quick ones. Here we come up the front straightaway. Green flag does not fly. Oh, but they're crashing anyway. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we have 7? We see 7. We got 7 banged up in turn number 1, and there wasn't even a green flag. Unbelievable here. We'll have to try this one again. That was a no start.
This is the tape you have to have. Raw Productions presents Open Wheel Racing's greatest hits of the Wild Wild West. over 250 high-flying flips. Feel the thunder as sprint cars, midgets, and others careen into your living room. This is the best highlight tape ever made. 2 hours of outrageous motorized mayhem. Order now for prompt delivery. Call 1-800-660-FLIP. Use your Visa or MasterCard or send $19.95 plus $5 shipping and handling to the address you see on the screen. Be secure with the #1 alarm specialist, featuring quality First Alert products. We have the area's only computerized central station for immediate response, protecting the most recognizable businesses and homes in the area. Proud owner of IMCA Modified #10, with customized monitoring to fit the customer's needs. Trust Golden Bear Alarms. Call us before the burglar calls on you.
Get this one underway.
All right, we're back. Here we go. Coming up the front straightaway. What an unbelievable first start, or lack of thereof, that we had coming through 1 and through 2. Here we go. Up the back straightaway. Hanneman, car number 13, moves into the lead. Randy McDaniel in car number 10, the benefactor or beneficiary, if you will, of that big melee down in turn number 1, certainly moved up a number of positions and helped him towards the front. So Randy McDaniel in car number 10. Look at that car work coming through 3 and through 4. Now up the front straightaway, Hanneman car number 13 holds off the Golden Bear Alarm Special up the back straightaway and into turn number 3. This is some pretty good stuff. Side by side up the front chute. Look at this. Hanneman car number 13 holds off Randy McDaniel in car number 10. McDaniel once again lifts that left front wheel off the ground in turn number 3, sprint car style. Boy, is that car working. Down around the bottom, it looks like it might just be a matter of time before the Golden Bear Alarm Special gets around Hanneman number 13, but let's give Hanneman a call in car number 13. He is holding off one of the hardest chargers here in Northern California. Coming into tonight's race, the 911 car of Matt McKelly and Randy McDaniel in car number 10 are deadlocked for the season's championship, each pulling off a victory in the first 2 events here at Twin Cities Speedway. Now the 13 car, and McDaniel side by side into turn number 1. Here we go. This time, Swift in number 23 gets into the side of Hanneman, the number 13. And Swift is sideways, is going to draw a yellow up the front straightaway. McDaniel leads to tonight's first yellow flag in the modified main. All right, there's Lance. I'm Bob. He's going to go get a tire, I think. We'll be back. All right, the green lights twinkle on the backstretch. Green flag flies on the front stretch. Randy McDaniel in car number 10 brings the field into turn number 1. Back with us after a 2-race absence, car number 2, last year's champion, Richard Brace. Brace being pressed real hard by McKelly here in car number 911. So McDaniel brushes, will look like he almost brushed that front stretch wall. I'll tell you, take a look at car number 10, the way it comes into turn number 3 and through turn number 4. They may not like the way this track is, but boy, they have figured out how to make it work to their advantage. Personally, I like it. Look at these big cars being thrown way sideways. Look at McDaniel coming out of turn number 4. Looks good. Up the back straightaway, continuing to maintain his second place position here tonight, and that's Mark Hanneman in car number 13, doing a nice job. Oh, you can see that big bash in his right side door panel, if you will, where Swift and he got together to create that first yellow flag of the evening. So this time, McKelly in number 911 almost gets into the Swift 23. Car just didn't handle it in the way we've come to expect it to Lance Swift built car to handle. So here we go. Oh, and Coppin gets right into the side of Dennis Wilson in number 23. Wilson, the winner of heat race number 1. Oh, and now Brace, no question about it, gets into the back of the 08 car of Knight. Kurt Knight sits sideways over here in turn number 4, and we're going to have to go yellow on this one. All right, we'll be back in just a second. All right, green flag flies one more time. Randy McDaniel continues to lead. Matt McKelly in number 911, currently running in 4th position, has championship points to go after, so he's going to start to press the number 2 car of Brace. So it's McDaniel, the 13 car of Hannum, then 2R, Richard Brace Jr., and 911 McKelly. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here's the Golden Bear Alarm Special. The white flag flies, 19 in the books, 1 to go. Hannum in number 13 is in 2nd. We'll take a look at McDaniel through 3 and through 4 as he picks up tonight's checkered flag in the modified feature event. Hannum is in 2nd, and McKelly does get by into 3rd. Brace is in 4th position. So the modified feature is in the books. Randy McDaniel picks up feature event win number 2 here at Twin Cities Speedway. McDaniel, the 13 car of Mark Hannum, and then the 911 car of Matt McKelly gets by Brace in the final 2 turns here tonight. So coming down for his umpteenth career feature event victory, 2-time Nationals champion Randy McDaniel.
We've got to take care of the engine.
All right, race fans, it's thunder and lightning time, and your point leader going into tonight's competition, car number 71, that's Corey Lovell, is not going to make the show, and we're going to show you tape as to why. Here he is in his qualifying lap earlier tonight, up the back straightaway, real hot into turn number 3, and boom, he hammers the gore point there off of turn number 4. So the 71 car, your point leader going into tonight's competition, is not going to make the show. All right, we've drawn a 0 pull. We're going to start them straight up. We'll be back in just a minute to have this one take the green flag. All right, here we go. We got a Tyner front row. We had a Lovell front row on opening night. Third night, we got a Tyner front row. Again, lots of hot shoes towards the back. Timmy Sherman in car number 87 sure showed us something in tonight's heat race. But starting straight up, we got the fast time qualifier on the pole. We got the green flag out right now, and Mac Tyner leads going into turn number 1. Oh, Tyner through the holes, but he stays on the gas and leads going into turn number 3, 3 wide up the back straightaway. Lovell, oh, and Lovell bites it big time. Oh, we got, is it Klein? I can't see whether that's Klein. I think it's Klein, Cavanero. I can't see the third car. Maybe it's Tabor. Let's take a second look at it from our 4th turn camera. Okay, and it is. It's Tabor, who almost gets upside down. We'll be back.
This is the tape you have to have. Raw Productions presents Open Wheel Racing's greatest hits of the Wild Wild West. Over 250 high-flying flips. Feel the thunder as sprint cars, midgets, and others careen into your living room. This is the best highlight tape ever made. 2 hours of outrageous motorized mayhem. Order now for prompt delivery. Call 1-800-660-FLIP. Use your Visa or MasterCard or send $19.95 plus $5 shipping and handling to the address you see on the screen. Welcome to Yuba City, Scrap and Steel, home of Lovell Brothers Racing. We're the area's #1 metal recycler. Nobody beats our prices on pipe and steel products. We are one of the area's largest tire and wheel dealers, featuring quality Bridgestone tires and, for the racer, McCreary tires. We are the Gambler chassis distributor and also carry Taylor wings. Watch for the Lovell Brothers Silver Bullet. Family owned since 1944. There's more stuff for more people at Yuba City Scrap and Steel. All right, race fans, we're back. You know, we were corrected here a minute ago. Of course, Jamie Cavaniero in car number 44 was the points leader coming into tonight's race. Lovell was in second place in points after his opening night feature event victory. All right. All kinds of problems still down in turn number 4, including a tow truck stuck in the mud. Action all the time at Twin City Speedway. All right, we're going to see if we can get this one going now. We've got Rich Tyner on the pole in car number 21. Mac Tyner in car 21 in car number 20V. Car number 10B is on the outside. That's Mac Tyner. Mac beat him the last time. Let's see how it goes. Up the front straightaway into turn number 1. Here we go. Oh, way up high. That's Allard. Allard in number 1 trying to make it work up high. So far, it's cost him 4 positions. Stephen Allard, for the longest time, was the sprint car track record holder here at Twin Cities Speedway. Good look at the 2-car of Jack Lauder as he begins to make a move towards the front. Tyner in number 10 continues to hold on. That's Mac Tyner, car number 10B. A couple of technical problems here tonight from time to time, so I hope you'll bear with us. First turn camera, a couple of little glitches. And, all right, here's for 3rd and 4th now as Lovell being pressed hard by Hall up around the top. Oh, they get together and Hall gets by. At least, yeah, right now, okay, Mark Hall moves into 3rd place. Mark Hall, who has not won a feature here yet at Twin Cities Speedway this year, your 1995 champion, your 1996 runner-up. Up the front straightaway. Now the 91 car of Ricky Wonderjam. You talk about a guy who's due. Now Allard takes a run at Wonderjam up around the top. Wonderjam stays around the bottom, says no deal. Now up the front straightaway, Wonderjam and Allard around the outside. Allard just can't seem to make it work. Now he diamonds off at turn number 4. Oh, and I think he might have caught Wonderjam just a little bit asleep. Now let's take a look at the leader, and it's Tyner, Mac Tyner in car number 10B. His sideways over a lap car in turn number 3. Oh no. Oh my, let's see if we've got a second look at that. I don't know whether we do. I don't think we do. Okay, so Mac Tyner, terrible luck here in the feature of Twin Cities. Unbelievable action here. We got 2 former champions in the front. We've got Kevin Lovell in 3rd. In 4th, we have the champion from Chico last year, Stephen Allard, makes a nice move on Lovell and gets into 3rd. Now he's pressing Hall for 2nd, but Hall in turn is pressing Tyner for the lead. This is good.
Oh, up the front straightaway and into turn number 1. Now Allard presses Hall up around the top. Hall and Mills screaming V6, cuts off the line, maintains second. Look at this incredible 3-wide racing for the lead. You can't get any better than this. Unbelievable racing. Race fans, and Hall makes the move of the night and moves into the lead. So Mark Hall, oh, big wheelie coming off of turn number 2 for the number 1 car of Allard as he's trying to get by Tyner. Now up the front straightaway. Oh, Allard. Oh, cuts off Tyner's line going into turn number 1. Stephen Allard moves into 3rd place. Moves into 2nd place, call it. Mark Hall taking advantage of this 3-wide racing through 1 and 2 and winds up capturing the lead going up the back straightaway. Mark Hall. Oh, and now Wonder Jim underneath the 81 car of Lovell. Can Lovell answer? Lovell into 5th. So it's Hall, Allard, the 20 car of Tyner, Wonder Gem in 91. Frankly, Rick's been doing a good job this year. And Kevin Lovell in car number 81 is currently in 5th position. It looks like once again Wonder Gem in number 91 seems to have made the biggest move of the night, coming from the back into 4th place. So Wonder Gem in number 91 continues to be a pretty hard charger. Now gets up underneath Tyner for 3rd. Tyner's going to try to answer. Coming off of turn number 4, can't get the job done. Hall through 3 and through 4. Diamonds off of 4 and up the front straightaway and picks up the white flag. So one more lap to go for your 1995 champion. Now Allard, number 1's going to make a run for it up around the top. What a thrilling auto race this has turned out to be. And now Hall just beats Allard under the checkers. Oh, Wonder Jim is 3rd. And Tyner in number 20 comes across in about 7th position, looks like his, yeah, it looks like he had a flat tire, so Tyner fades on the final lap. And here's a look at Mark Hall, car number 54, who wins tonight's absolutely thrilling sprint car feature. Boy, for a race that started straight up, sometimes those can be a little bit stringy. This one was unbelievable. Here's Mark Hall in Mel's Screamin' V6. A very interesting car from a technical standpoint this year. Picks up his first feature event win of 1997. Mark Hall, car number 54. All right, that should shake up the points. That's Mark, I'm Bob, and we'll see you in a little bit.
On the last lap. On the racetrack, once again, for the youngsters in the grandstands, be sure you know which driver you're rooting for if you have one of those Frisbees. And, of course, the driver who wins the feature tonight.
All right, race fans, why'd we come here? Could have been for the NorCal Dwarf Cars. Unbelievable race action here. On the pole, car number 24. The last time the Dwarf Cars were here, this guy smoked him. Car number 24, that's Damian Gardner. On the outside, one of the real hot shoes, and one of the youngest guys. Boy, to walk through the pits and take a look at him, you'd think he'd be carrying books and an apple to the teacher. It's Ryan Hogan. This guy's a tiger when he puts on a helmet on the outside of row number 1. Your current point leader, car number 44, and that's Randy Schertz. Multi-time feature event winner and champion of the NorCal Dwarf Cars, Frank Monroe, flanks Schertz. The inside of row number 3, car number 65, Bert Endicott. Endicott, one of these guys you got to take a look at. On the outside of row number 3, in car number 23, and that's Dominic Ercolini. This guy surprised some folks last year, especially at this track with how fast he was. Steve Alberti in car number 33 is on the inside of row number 4, flanked by Bob, the ex-mayor Morgan in number 22. So here we go. We're going to go 20 green laps. These guys never fail. Oh, we got bumper tag going on in the backstretch. And we're yellow. We got a couple of them Oh, bad luck, Dave Godman. Godman in 57 tonight has some gremlins going. Oh, we got some guys on the gas and some guys slow.
Well, we were set to go. The drivers up the front row. So the driver who stands on the gas. The points leader, Randy Schertz, at 44.
All right, here we go. Other fast guys a little further back in the pack. How about Rod Dahlgren? Let's pick him. Car number 25 to make some moves tonight. Green flag flies. Into one they go, and Gardner up around the top takes the lead going up the back straightaway. Ercolini has a little bit of difficulty through turn number 1 and 2 and fades to 6. Hogan now, oh, look at this dicing up the front straightaway. Oh, and it looks like Schertz is a little bit slow. So Schertz backs up from his inside second row starting position, causing some problems in the back. We hope Randy has to go. And now up the front straightaway, it's Hogan. Hoagie Jr., is that what we're going to call him, moves into the lead. Now mid-pack, now it's Monroe who's going to start to make some moves towards the front, or attempt to, as Endicott in number 65 holds him off for the time being. Monroe takes a look down low. Sean O'Leary gets by Morgan, who's having his problems as well. We were talking about Dave Godman in that yellow car, number 57. Having all kinds of mechanical problems so far here. Oh, now up the back. Oh, we got yellow. We're yellow, and there's one stopped on the back straightaway. Couldn't quite catch who it is. I think, yeah, it is Morgan. Ride with the winners. M&M Racing Chassis, the West's leading chassis builder. Available by contacting Dwarf World, the one-stop shop for dwarf car racers. Dwarf World is a magical land of parts and services to fit every need of the dwarf car racer. Brakes, shocks, steering wheels, A-arms, bumpers and Nerf bars, fuel tanks, and much, much more. So ride with the winners. Call the one-stop shop for the dwarf car racer. That's Dwarf World in Tracy. This is the tape you have to have. Raw Productions presents Open Wheel Racing's greatest hits of the Wild Wild West. Over 250 high-flying flips. Feel the thunder as sprint cars, midgets, and others careen into your living room. This is the best highlight tape ever made. 2 hours of outrageous motorized mayhem. Order now for prompt delivery. Call 1-800-660-FLIP. Use your Visa or MasterCard or send $19.95 plus $5 shipping and handling to the address you see on the screen.
Keep our eyes on the leaders.
All right, we're back, and here we go. Up the front, or up the back straightaway is where the cone is. That's where the green light will go on. It does. They're on it, and Hogan gets a nice run coming through 3 and through 4, and leads by 3 or 4 car lengths coming up the front straightaway. Gardner, however, also got a good run. So Ryan Hogan, Damian Gardner, the young lions of this division, if you will. Burt Endicott, the 14. Oh, now they're side by side into turn number 3. It looks like Gardner's making a run up around the top, and yeah, he makes it work. So Gardner with a terrific run off of turn number 2. Challenges, oh, and we're yellow. I wonder if that'll negate the pass. We'll have to see as the 35-4 car of Aguirre. All right, race fans, the scorers say they got in a complete lap. Here we go. This time, good run on the restart by 14 Monroe, moves into 3rd position. 1, 2, 3, 4 up the back straightaway. These are your fast guys tonight here at Twin Cities Speedway. Dave Godman continues to have all kinds of mechanical problems with that pretty yellow number 57, especially after his outstanding performances here in the races earlier this year at the Spring Thaw Open. Now take a look at Monroe. Looks like he's trying to be the show Monroe up the front straightaway. Maintains 3rd position, trying to get to the front. Shirts in 44 is stabilized, but stabilized back in 8th position, so we think that Randy might be having his problem. Dom Ercolini in number 23 being pressed by the 33 Steve Alberti. So here's your leaders, and they're going to start to pick up lap traffic now. So who gets through this lap traffic the best is likely as not to be the leader at the conclusion of this event. Up the front straightaway, car number 54. We know that's Roy Crouch's old car. We don't have a clue who's in it, but we wish him well in Roy's old ride. We're yellow. This is Bob. This is the NorCal Drift Car Association. These guys fly. Oh, we're back. Try this for drama. Your second place runner, Ryan Hogan's being pushed back to the pits with some mechanical gremlin. Oh, let me tell you, with Hogan gone, that's a break for everybody. They get the green flag up the back straightaway, into 3 and into 4. Here we go. Damian Gardner continues to lead, going up the back straightaway. Monroe in number 14 gives chase, but Gardner is just plain flat flying here tonight. Shirts being pressed by Brian Quilty. Haven't talked a lot about Brian tonight, but Quilty in number 16. Pretty quick all night long. Kennedy down around the bottom, very slow in car number 31. Gardner continues to pick up and lay down even lap traffic. Have to give Dom Ercolini a call, maintaining 4th place in car number 23. That's a pretty car, number 23, that white and red-orange trim, if you will. Or if you won't. All right, here we go. Up the back straightaway now. It looks like Ercolini might begin to press the 65 car of Endicott. Well, I'll tell you, the sustained high speed. Oh, what? We had a problem over here in turn number 1, I thought. Sorry about that. Up the back straightaway now, and Damian Gardner in car number 24. Feature event winner here the last time the Dwarfs ran. Oh, threading the needle in lap traffic. Morgan being fast lap traffic. Let's call things the way they are, but take a look at the way Gardner is dominating this race here tonight. We're on the last lap, I think. Yeah, the white flag flies. So Damian Gardner through 3 and through 4 for the last time. This kid was a rocket here tonight, and the checkered flag flies for Damian Gardner. Frank Monroe is in 2nd. Ercolini is 3rd. Alberti is 4th. The balance of the field comes under the checkered flag. This is Bob Burbach's Checkered Flag Motorsports Television. Do these guys put on a show or what? How about that guy right there? Damian Gardner, talking to Damian earlier in the pits tonight. This guy's got fire in his eyes. He believes he can be the champion here this year, and we believe it too. He's got some tough guys to get through, Monroe and others, but Damian Gardner did a terrific job here tonight, and frankly a terrific job the last time the Dwarf cars were here at Twin Cities Speedway. So maybe you could say he's kind of got this place figured out. Damian Gardner, great job. Pretty car. All right, as always, this is dedicated to the daring drivers. I'm Bob Burbach. Lots of camera help. Jeff Christensen, the metal man. Jeff the Wing King. Don Kithkark, Larry Ulam, and Mike Cozen. We're sponsored by Golden Bear Alarm, Performance Auto Supply, the Big Boys Toy Store, Dwarf World, the one-stop shop for dwarf car